Jesus Christ. Wow. As soon as I go live, I'm getting phone calls as soon as I go live. That shit is crazy. Wow. Wow. Anyway, we back again. Yeah. Yeah.
But then they block the streets and won't let us leave. This is the tensest we've seen the crowd. We have heard police say that they released those dispersal alerts. I see some officers shaking their tear gas cans. They really are trying to get these protesters out of Westlake. Protesters would be on the streets for well over 5 hours after curfew, and now they've at their breaking point. And some of the protesters are encouraging others not to fight back against police.
That's right.
Seattle police are working to find out how many people arrested during Saturday night's violence are from
It's turning up right now. I'm looking for the Washington State is turning up right now. I'm looking at Washington right now.
Washington, the street, they start throwing like bombs type. To walk now to the White House, how long would it take?
They've been dealing with them. Hey, Lorraine.
It's just
They've been
very
dealing with them
tense,
people messed up over there. They were trying to advance to the White House.
Protesters started hurling.
The protesters were advancing 1 block away from the White House, and then the police started doing some strategic, tactical things to back them up and shooting pellets and rubber bullets. One dude got hit with a rubber bullet so bad he was terribly damaged out there on the floor. So it goes to show that the people are, what you're seeing is going to be an eruption of the people still getting hurt when they're trying to do peaceful protests. They're getting hurt, so it's going to cause the people to get even more angry. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, you can look out for more drama coming along the way in every peaceful protest when the police. Yeah. Mhm. Right.
She went to one of the protests. I think up in, I can't remember where it was. It was here in North Carolina somewhere. She went to a protest. You know what she said?
Yeah.
She said it started out so peaceful. People were just marching and chanting. You know, it was just calm. And then they threw tear gas at them.
Yeah, it's the police. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The police is inciting it.
And that's what they're not mentioning in the media, and it's pissing me off because you're trying to make it seem like we're all trying to riot, and we're all thugs, and we're all
exactly.
No, we're not all thugs. We're all trying to do the right thing, but you're trying to make it. You're trying to get a rage out of us. You're trying to riot us. Why? Why?
Yeah, the people are not doing nothing. The people are peacefully protesting. The police are pretty much inciting them to become angry by shooting tear gas and rubber bullets at them, and all type of gas bombs and all type of crazy little stuff at them, to show you how much they care. But
so this is the thing. In other areas, they say they got police actually protesting, marching with us. My thing is what's going to happen to their jobs if they do that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think nothing's going to happen to their jobs because they're going to have to recognize that they're just trying to stand with the people, which is what they should be doing. The police is there to protect the people, not to kill the people or hurt them. So the people's tax dollars pay these fucking people, these dudes. So I don't get why they should even try to not listen. They should be marching with the people as soon as they see them.
Mm-hmm. And some of them are, and some of them are doing it.
All of them should. These are the people that pay their taxes. It's not the freaking government that takes care of them. It's the people's tax dollars. Government don't give a damn about the same police, because if anything should turn on them, I guarantee you the same government that they work for wouldn't take care of them. Just like they didn't take care of black people and all the people they consider to be immigrants and all type of crazy shit where they do the people wrong after using them for how many years. So the problem here is much bigger than one black man did. It's much bigger, and that's what everybody needs to
It
recognize.
is. It's about all of us. See, when you hurt one of us, two of us, three of us, four of us, 100 of us, guess what? You hurt all of us as a nation. If we are the main target, then we're going to stand up and fight for each other. If we are the main target, if we are the nation that is hurting the most. My thing is, are most of the Hispanics with us too? Like most of these Mexicans and everything that's out in LA, Texas, California, whatever. I mean, are they with us too? Because they need to be.
What do you think? Haven't you been paying attention and seeing all of these people out right now? It's everybody out. White, black, Puerto Rican, Asian. Everybody's together on this. This is not a black and Hispanic thing. This is everybody that's fighting for the injustice to change.
Yeah, I've seen some whites out. I see mostly whites out with us too.
I've seen Hispanics out too. Not a lot, but I've seen a couple. So hopefully they continue to stand up.
They need to be more because this is their fight too.
Exactly. Like I said though, a lot of them only fight when it's convenient for them.
They need to understand all us people of color, period. We all fought for each other. Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, Rosa Parks, they all fought for us because when they came to this country, if it would have still been segregated, they would have been segregated right along with us too. They fought for them too.
Yeah.
They fought for them too.
But if they want to bring up Martin Luther King said an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere.
Everywhere.
So basically.
Exactly. That's why all lives don't matter until Black lives matter.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, basically. So right now, you can see how they're dealing with. You can see how the police are dealing with the people. Look at it.
Projectiles at officers, rocks, bottles filled with things. And as soon as that happened, we're backing up. It really escalated. And so what you're seeing with the flashbangs and what you're hearing now is the riot police. Yep. Is the riot police escalating? We're retaliating and trying to push the protesters back into a certain area. I'm fine. Thank you, sir. So that they can. Thank you. And so you can see there are people like this man who just came up to check on us, and they're saying this is not okay. I can hear other protesters saying, "Don't do this. You're doing this to your own people. You're making us all look bad." They have a message they want to get through, and this is not it, Mark.
Merely a completely different atmosphere there from what was seen in Minneapolis, because we did see really heavy confrontation with the protesters and police. But here it doesn't look as violent as that. As I say that, it looks like there was some confrontation, but it seems like a different mood.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just very... Oh, there we go again. Back. It's just very tense, Mark. You're right. And I think what we will inevitably, unfortunately, see is that as people get hurt here, and they are getting hurt, the mood will change again, and as darkness falls, people get angrier and more violent. And Jesus! All right, down.
That was close.
Okay, so that was close. I'm just going to move away, and that was tear gas, which I know from experience is very unpleasant. So look, this is going to happen, I think, up and down the streets of DC because there are protesters here. Nick, stay with me, who do not want to go home. They're not ready. They're not ready to move on from this protest. They want to stay on their knees in the streets saying, "Kneel with us for George Floyd." And the officers aren't going to do that. And so this is going to continue to escalate.
What are the
Behind you.
Mills, what are the what are the police actually saying to the protesters? Are they telling them, keep moving, get out of the way, or what?
Yeah, so that's what you're hearing. You're hearing move back, and you can probably see there they've got their batons out.
Go against all of us.
Huh?
There's not a lot of police officers that go against all of us.
Oh, no. If the people wanted to take over.
But then again, if they call in the military, that's a whole different thing. But you never know. The military could turn on their own system.
Earlier today. It was early, not today, but last night. Yesterday evening. That's when that was. They were advancing to the White House. No, I was talking to one of my people on live.
Okay.
Yeah. But what you was just saying though, say that again?
I was saying, even if we were able to fight off all the police, because not all the police can go against us, it's not enough of them.
No.
But if they bring in the military, it'd be a different story. But think about this all. What if the military gets fed up with the system and some of them just start going against Uncle Sam?
They already are. They already are. You remember that video that you was talking, me and you were sharing around with that military dude standing up to the police?
The whistleblower?
With the military sergeant? No.
Yeah,
with
the whistleblower.
Not him. Another military sergeant that was in the streets yelling at the police and telling them they ain't shit. He was in the military for all this time, fighting for this country. There's no way as a black man he could come home.
He's out the military, but is he in or out?
He's still in. He was wearing uniform. And he was burning them down. And the police couldn't say nothing to him. He was a sergeant standing out there letting them know. I fought for this country over and over. How can y'all destroy brothers and sisters who fight for this country and are here working to build this country? And you know, they couldn't say no. All them officers were standing up looking stupid as shit. They didn't say nothing.
Good. I'm so glad. You know what? They all need to tell their asses that. They all need to. All them.
So
like, even if,
you got to remember.
I don't care if they're a veteran or if they're in the service now.
Hold on. 1 second. I guarantee you right now that 20 to 30% of the people that's actually standing up right now, fighting against this system, were in the military. I guarantee you that. Because I was in the military. Brian was in the military. Joe was in the military.
I was about to join the military.
Pun was in the military. Oh boy, what's his name? Lucian was in the military. St. Michael. Yeah. All these people I know. David was in the military. David's still in the military. My homeboy Paul's still in the military. I got a bunch of people that's standing up right now fighting the system, and they're in the military, and some of them out the military and some of them are still in. So what that telling you is that the fight is going to get crazy, and a lot of the people that they think are with them are not going to be with them. They're going to be against the bullshit.
Exactly.
They're going to be standing with the people.
This is the opportunity to bring out everybody's true colors.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
People that smile in your face, they cool as shit, you going to find out they ain't as cool as you thought they were.
Exactly. That was the time. That's what I was saying. I was talking about that earlier. Everybody's showing their true colors now. Because America shows that its true color. America itself, the country, and the system in it shows that it's white supremacy. Its true color is white supremacy. It shows that they stand up for white supremacy all the time and use that shit against us forever now. And that's why I said it's time for that shit to end. Time for that shit to stop, yo. Because these people come and dictate a land that they ain't even belong to them. How the fuck you take the land from some people and then tell them what to do and where to go? And tell them they should go home to some country they ain't never been to in their fucking life. Trying to tell fucking
But then again, they still want to steer. But then again, they still want to steer a certain percentage. They still want a certain percentage of us here to do their dirty work.
Oh yeah. They always gonna want the Oprahs and the Gayle Kings. They gonna need the bootlicks around them to take care of them and wipe their shit and clean their toilets for them. That's what they want. They want to have slaves still. You know they still want slaves, right? Look at some of them white people, uptight people. You seen some of them uptight Caucasian people who look like they still want a slave? Remember we were talking about Angelina Jolie, them how they keep on going to Africa buying these black kids?
I've seen a couple of them listening.
What are you buying black kids for?
On TV the other day on the show. Oh, you talking to me or somebody else?
No, I'm talking to you. Go ahead. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
Are you live right now? Are you live?
Yes. Say what you're saying. We're listening to you.
I can't. Yes or no? Are you live?
Yes. Say what you're saying. I'm listening to you.
I just want to be sure I don't say nothing personal while I'm on the live. No, I'm just saying that what was I about to say? I don't lost my
something on TV.
Oh, yeah. I said I seen a couple of them on TV on Jeopardy the other night. You know, Jeopardy's kind of a uppity, prestigious type show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, I seen a couple of like weird looking robot type Caucasian boys on there. Like they real prestigious looking. Like, how like they have no type of soul in their body. It was just weird. You could tell they the type that just. And I don't like judging people off their looks. Don't get me wrong. Right. Sometimes your spiritual vibe.
You just don't feel anything. Right. I know what you mean. I get it.
Mm-hmm. You can tell they're the type that look at black people in a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Any minority, certain type of way, really.
Yeah, that's those empty-headed Luciferian white supremacist people that raise their children to be like that. And what they show, what you see on them is the emptiness inside of them. It's showing on their skin and on their face. Because they have this emptiness toward people. They think they're the only people that matter to themselves. The blue-eyed, blonde-haired, or they're white white people. They only matter to themselves. They're very selfish. You gotta remember, this is the mentality of the KKK people, the Ku Klux Klan people. They have this mentality where they think they're superior. Remember, their whole doctrine is based on them thinking they're superior.
I know.
So they think they're some type of superhuman compared to other people, but really and truly, they're nothing special. They're just a bunch
And
of
I'm
dirty,
telling you,
dirty trailer trash,
yeah.
fucked up mentality people that don't know shit about life and forgot who the hell built them a freaking country and gave them an opportunity to heal their sicknesses, the Black Plague and all that shit they were going through. They forgot all the people that actually helped them rise up from the anguish and desperation and poverty they actually come from. Seems they
I'm
forget.
telling you, man.
So-
I'm telling you, the Matrix is real, man. This Matrix system shit is real.
Sometimes you got to give them a history lesson, baby. That's the thing with these people. You got to keep giving them a history lesson so they remember where the fuck they come from.
But they don't want it because of the guilt. They feel, but this is the thing. They don't have to feel guilty. They didn't. Their ancestors did it. There's no way they can go back in time and rewrite history. We don't expect them to because we know they can't. But they have to still acknowledge it because there's too much hypocrisy in the world. When you don't acknowledge the history, then you're gonna be capable of being a hypocrite because you're gonna do stuff to people and not expect that person to do it to you and not really feel bad about it and make that person feel bad.
Right.
Because of that, oh, but you did your history.
Mm-hmm.
They got,
Yeah.
So you don't feel that it's right or wrong.
Yeah, they keep running to that. You're right. You're right about that. You're right about that.
And then hip-hop, that's where hypocritism falls in because of lack of knowledge, and ignorance, and not to learn the history.
Right.
And if you don't care to learn it, then don't say shit because you didn't even give it a try.
Yeah. But to who we can, we got to keep telling them. Because, see, guess who's listening? The youth are. It's not these old coons or these old pagans that we need to talk to. We got to keep talking to the
because
youth.
Their mind is closed.
Yeah, these old pagans don't want to hear anything no more. They don't care anything about the truth anymore because they're.
I'm not going to hear you, Jess. I'll be
All right, go ahead.
sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, the old pagans are pretty much already fixed in their situation. They already accepted white supremacy, and they don't want any changes because they're used to suckling on the titty of the government that exists already. That evil system that's in place right now, they're actually thriving in it. So because some people are thriving and doing well because of whatever privilege they have within the system, they're cool with everything. Oh yeah, they don't want anything to change because they've been doing well. But for the people that's suffering, they don't care. And that's to show that they have no empathy. And that's why a lot of people just think, oh, this protest is about George Floyd. But it's way deeper than George Floyd. It's systemic racism, systemic oppression. All that stuff is what's tearing America apart, and it's what's driving this protest right now. It guarantee you, it's not just George Floyd. Yeah, he is the main topic of it, but I guarantee you, he's not the only reason for it.
They are yelling, move back, and they are pushing them. They did ask, the protesters didn't comply, and now there are projectiles being thrown in both directions.
Amelia, give us a sense, how close are you to the White House there? If you were to walk now to the White House, how long would it take?
When I started talking to you, Mark, flashbang. Okay, thank you, sir. When I started talking to you, Mark, we were 1 block from the president's front door. We're now walked about 3 blocks in that time, down the main street here, H Street, northwest of DC. And this is a beautiful area. I was here 2 months ago as coronavirus shut down this city. It's a gorgeous historic city, as you know. And now a lot of these shop fronts are being vandalized. Now what you're seeing is the police.
Shooting shit.
Thank you, sir. The police holding their line.
It's funny. People couldn't go to work. Here's the crazy part. People couldn't go to work. People couldn't go hustle or go to their business, right? Nobody was out for all this time, but now, everybody out now rioting. That's what I'm saying? Because of the situation. So it just goes to show. And then there is no speech. What happened to the government? Where's the news saying, people, the COVID-19 is out there, it's going to get you? What are they saying now? To show you how fake these people's shit is. Like, what's going on? What is really real here? It's like from story to story. It keeps jumping. Oh, it's Kobe Bryant dead. Oh, it's this next rapper dead. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's coronavirus not taking over. Oh, now it's rioting. Boy, the narrative just keeps changing. It just keeps getting crazier and crazier. What's next? Revolution, revelation? Is it the end of the system as we know it? Coming? Is this the start of the end?
Okay. All right, someone's down to my left.
What's he saying,
And
Amelia?
here we have this pattern again. So someone's down, he needs medical attention. Okay, so Mark, the police are now asking us all to stand back from their line. This guy's been quite badly hurt. Okay.
Yeah, this is the dude that got
Was he
hit by a
hit?
rubber bullet right here.
Yeah.
What do you
Tear
think?
gas?
What do you think happened there, Amelia? What do you think happened to that person?
And rubber bullets
Was that
is
a rubber
serious.
bullet? What was he hit with? Does anyone know what he was hit with? Okay,
So
there we go.
this is actually what this is. This is actually proof that the police don't give a damn about nobody. Because if they're protesting police brutality, and the police is still out there shooting rubber bullets at people who have done nothing to anyone, or basically innocent people, just out there protesting, taking a stand. You shooting them with rubber bullets, and these rubber bullets are not like, it's not like it feel like a pinch. They hurt. I guarantee them rubber bullets hurt really bad. That dude is laid the hell out there on the floor. If it hit you in the wrong area, it probably could kill you.
There you go, Mark. So the protester that you're seeing is hit by a rubber bullet, and they're extremely painful and extremely dangerous. So that's what the police are trying to use to control this crowd and keep them in position. We've now stopped moving. We've now got about 2 blocks, which is clear. So the police have cleared that 2 blocks, and on the other side is the White House and another huge crowd just like this one.
It seems like, Amelia, that they're content to keep the protesters where they've got them now. They seem to have hemmed them down that end of the street. It looks like they're content with that now.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened here last night. That containment strategy, as you would know, DC is very much on a grid and keeping everyone in certain blocks so that they can contain the situation as best that they can. And even as all of this is happening around me, Mark, I can hear people walking past yelling, "Stop, don't do this, stop the violence, this is not what we're about. Walk, don't run. Don't let them make us look bad." So this is a real conflicting message that we're seeing right across this country this weekend. And now, well, it'll be the 3rd night here in DC, but the 6th night in other parts of the country. It's very, very sad, really, and it's very confronting.
Amelia, that gentleman that's, he's on the phone now, but I was going to ask you to turn around if one of the people there would like to talk to us and give us a sense of why they are there. If you can.
You know what? He's my security, and I'm very grateful that he's my security guard, and he's very grateful that he's just turned up.
Yeah, baby.
So I'm going to ask someone else for you, and we'll get a little bit of a sense. I've got to pick my.
I understand.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind me talking? You don't want to talk? Telling me why you've come out today? What's that?
I'm supposed to be hooping. He's supposed to be playing basketball.
Oh, okay. He shouldn't be here. I think there's probably quite a lot of people who shouldn't be here, but we'll find someone who can talk to us. So would you mind telling me why you're here today? No, they don't want to talk. They don't want to be on camera. Why did you come here today? Why are you part of this?
I came here to protest against the senseless killing of Mr. Floyd and countless others in America and just throughout history of the United States. So that's why we're here. We're just trying to peacefully protest and let the whole country know in the world that what's going on here is wrong. And this should be fixed immediately.
That was such an important message, and the march was so beautiful and peaceful for so long. Outside the White House, things got a little bit heated. Then we moved away from the White House. Now, what has just happened here? It has turned ugly. How does that make you feel when you've come with such an important message to get across?
It makes me feel terrible. Like, to be a U.S. citizen, like, this is just disrespectful. Like, it makes it hard for me to say that I'm from the United States. Like, it just puts such a bad vibe and bad energy in my heart, knowing that I was born and raised in Virginia. And it just hurts for me to say that I'm a U.S. citizen, because with stuff like this, we were peacefully protesting at the White House. Yeah, we were shaking maybe the fence a little bit. Everyone's a little angry, of course, but no one did anything. They're shooting us with pellets, and then when we leave peacefully, we didn't have to leave the White House. We left, come down the street, and they start throwing like bombs type things to disperse us, and they're shooting from, a guy's jumping up there on the roof and shooting us from above. Like, it's crazy. Like, that stuff doesn't make any sense.
We witnessed a moment about an hour ago now. Down.
No, it was a young,
All right. What is that?
A firework or something. I don't know.
Okay. That's all right. We witnessed about an hour ago a moment where one of the
start shooting them with pellets
Secret
and
Service
rubber bullets.
officers did kneel
Yeah.
in front of the White House. No one else in that line did. What would it have meant, or what would it have changed if that whole line of police that you were chanting, kneel for George, kneel with us, what would have changed had they done that?
First off, I didn't see the person kneel, but if they did, that's kudos to them. That's
You know
real
what I'm
good.
saying,
If
Ryan?
everyone
For real.
kneeled in that line, it would honestly feel like it would mean the world to us, honestly. Like, we've been asking them to kneel. I know a lot of them probably think what's going on is wrong. I know not everyone is racist in these cop and police agencies, and I know that a lot of them think what we're doing is correct. They're just following orders. So more people to start to be more individual in this and start coming together inside the system, they can help us outside, because we're doing everything we can.
I just want to ask you very quickly, because we are live on air in Australia, how does this end? What stops this? Because this is night after night now, it's the same pattern, and people are obviously not willing to peacefully protest and go home.
I think the only thing that stops this is when we get real reform from the government, local, county, state, national. We need complete change of the judicial system. We need to stop incarcerating so many African American people. We need to stop killing African American people and other minorities. We need a complete 180 of what we have right now. It's going to take a lot, but we're going to be here every day if they don't. So we're here every day. So
thank you so much for sharing your perspective and your insights with us, and stay safe. Yeah, all the best. Thank you. So there you go, Mark. As you just heard, these people are going to be here. He said every day.
Everybody who steps up with a sword or a bow and arrow has got stumped out so far. Anybody who steps up to these protesters with any type of weapon has gotten stumped out so far. If you're smart, do not go out in the streets trying to stand up against the protesters with any type of weapon if you got any type of common sense. Choose your sides carefully. And
if you got like a good crowd of people, you're gonna get ambushed. You're gonna get ambushed.
It's stupid. I don't see how dude had any common sense to go out in the streets and attack people with a bow and arrow, expect to not get whacked up and beat up. You got a bow and arrow in your hand shooting at innocent protesters. Are you crazy?
He said, yeah. Well, in his mind, he said to himself, I'm trying to get somewhere. If they don't move, I'm gonna get out and start shooting. Really?
You know what he thought he was? He thought he was there gone in a movie. He thought he
was Rambo.
He think he in one of them Hollywood movies. He trying to be a hero and get the police to award him a badge of honor.
He thought he was on The Walking Dead or some shit.
He must thought the police was gonna give him a Purple Heart badge of honor for loyalty to the police nation or something. I don't know what he thought, but what he got with his head busted.
And he ended up getting arrested.
I still got arrested exactly for carrying a damn bow and arrow in public, and that he got his head busted too. That's what happened to you. Don't play a dumbass right now, y'all. But this system that you live in is thwarted. And you think you're fighting for the system, but you're fighting against the people who need change. You just being a dumbass. You feel me, Lorraine? Yeah, they need to realize not to be killing their own people.
He just wants to watch food.
I figured, hey baby girl, you want to go watch a cartoon? I love you. Love you. It's cool. You can go watch a booba. It's all good. All right, baby. I'll talk to you when you get home. All right. Just want to watch her booba. She want to go watch her booba. It's all good, though. I ain't got no problems with that. But I do have a problem with systematic racism, systemic racial slurring, hateful people for no reason, man. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to search for a live feed on what's really going on right now all over. Let's see which state we're going to go for. I'm not going to keep this one too much today. I got so much work to do. You know what I'm saying? Lorraine, when I do come off, that's me, okay? When I do exit this live, I'm going to exit on my own. I'm not going to let it die on me this time. Let me see. Washington protest live. Let me go live on there. Let's see what's happening right now. Because I think they're still trying to get to the White House. And that's what the whole thing was. We was watching how close these people are going to get to the White House. They're trying to get in the White House right now, fam. I'm serious. George Floyd protests in D.C. continue. They already continues. This is 36 minutes ago. Live. Watch live. See how delivers remarks on protests after death of George Floyd. Live protests for the White House in D.C. 16 hours ago. Yeah, it's going down. It's not a game. It's still going on right now. Active. Here we go. Them people are out there. They're not leaving.
For the cause of Black Lives Matter.
They're not leaving.
Taking a knee. Something made nationally popular. Nationally famous by San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick a few years ago.
Yeah, we're in there probably doing some stuff. It's all good. It's all good.
We're now walking past the J. Edgar Hoover
People
FBI
ain't always
building.
have the time to be out here. We got a lot of stuff to do too, you know. That's all it
Again,
is.
we are on Pennsylvania Avenue, crossing 12th Street. On the right is the U.S. Department of Justice. You have here two buildings that are the headquarters of the National Law Enforcement. In many cases, national law enforcement that many of these protesters believe is the center of the police brutality that these protesters are shouting slogans about.
I guess y'all really see where the loyalties lie now, right? Y'all see where the loyalties lie now. All the people that thought that there was no white people that care about us or think that there is no white people out that give a fuck about us in America, you need to stop your nonsense. Because there are white people that will stand up for us before your black ass does. And that's what I'm learning right now. Some of these black people are actually racist against their own people. And I'm realizing that shit as much as like in a big way now. Because I'm realizing you got some black people that separate themselves, go in their little groups, and pretend like they hate every goddamn body that ain't black. And they hate everybody that's not with them in their little group. But the truth is, they just fucking confused. Confused little fuckers. That's all they are. And want to be out here talking about black nationalism and Pan-African and get the fuck out of here. Because some of y'all are just out here trying to rally for people's money. Trying to collect money on behalf of Pan-Africanism. You fuckers need to get the fuck out of here too and change your shit. Because y'all been hating on your own people for a long time. You same niggas. You got some of you black people that you go up in these little sects or these little groups that have these little names and you go over there and pretend to be all good and righteous. But the truth is, you will never stand up and fight for your own people either, nigga. All you do is talk on social media and talk a bunch of shit and read books and copy messages from different people's posts and copy this shit and act like you a stand-up guy. But you would never stand up. Some of these fucking white people would stand up before you. And that's where you become a problem. Because now you are just a freaking hypocritical fucking mocker of your own peoples. Using your own people for benefit. Looking for money and dollar bills out of fucking groups for joining your little sects to do all this little shit that you think is so-called righteous, but it's just self-righteous because your ass has never been a stand-up guy. And we need to address our own people with that shit and let them know y'all need to stop pretending. It's time to stand for real, because like I said, there are some white people that will stand up and fight for the people before some of these nationalist so-called black people will, and that's sad. That's fucking sad. And like I said, the division is still crazy, and I'm gonna be honest about it. I'm not here to pretend and tell no lies to nobody. I'm not here to kiss no ass, whether it be black or white. I'm not a hypocrite nor a freaking ass kisser. Here's the thing with me, I'm very honest. Some people can't like that honesty because it's just too brutal. It destroys their credibility sometimes because you call them out for their lies. And I've been seeing a lot of these black people that are out here pretending like all white people just hate us. No. And it's proof in the pudding all the time that they're gonna be loyal, riding people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that out of nowhere like I'm gonna be kissing the ass of anybody either. I'm just saying the truth that I see in front of my eyes. Because some of you same thuggish brothers that claim to be gangsters and you a stand-up guy, you only a gangster, you only hate your own people. You only shit on your own people. You only segregate from your own people. And you run from your people. But then you have a nerve to defend white supremacy at a time like this. At a time like this, you're gonna look down. You know what I'm saying? Look who's out there in the streets. Don't you damn say nothing about no brothers and sisters out here breaking nothing. It's white people out there. It's Puerto Rican out there. It's everybody else that you call all the different names is out there fucking shit up too. Don't you dare point and talk about, oh, black people are destroying the country and black people are messing up things. Look properly. Open your damn eyes and look out there who you see out there marching and fucking shit up and spray painting the place and breaking shit. It's white people too. Get your goddamn shit together.
The crowd is moving toward U.S. Capitol building.
Fake ass leaders too. Feel me, Lorraine?
We're trying
I'm
to
here to
gather
blast them
exactly
all.
what their
Liars.
intended destination is.
You'll never see them stand up for their own people. All they do is talk like they're real. Fake ass gangsters. Everyday people are tougher than you, right? It's showing themselves to be tougher than your ass right now. Fake ass gangsters. Regular everyday people right now is more gangster than these fucking fake ass gangsters. That's right. Everybody. Multicultural.
Again, for those joining us on WSA9 digital coverage, we are
Yep. A lot of people suffer that shit. It's just that, you know,
showing you live coverage
particular people
of
went through it the worst.
protest
That's all it
moving
is.
on
Everybody's
down
come to terms with
Pennsylvania
it.
Avenue,
We know the
passing
truth.
9th Street, heading toward the U.S. Capitol, trying to find out exactly where this group of protesters is intending to head toward. Just passing the U.S. Department of Justice headquarters and the J. Edgar Hoover FBI headquarters. This is farther than the protesters had been able to get
Yeah,
compared to yesterday,
exactly.
where
Exactly. People
many
are
of them were
multicultural
stopped
out here.
along 8th Street
But
between
some people seem to forget
15th
that. They want to
and
point fingers,
16th
meanwhile they're
Street
fucking shit back.
with
And I ain't got
flashbang
time for it.
grenades
Because I've
and
always been united with all
police
people.
walls.
See, the thing with people
after
like me
some-
is this. We don't have nothing against nobody's color, ever. Never did. What we have a problem with is systemic racism. KKK members who hate us for no fucking reason. People who hate you for being brown when they don't understand that they could have been born the same way had they had a black mother and black father. Oh, dumbass people. What type of common sense do they carry in their brains? None. They just walk around being dodo heads. And that's the reason why we're angry at them, because they've been living their whole damn life acting like they think somebody's really a monkey or a cockroach or something, and they're just attacking innocent people for nothing. That's what the fuck we pissed off at. So the other people on the wrong side of the fence just think, oh, it's about skin color. You're wrong, buddy. You're very wrong. Okay? It's all about love and respect out here for each and every person. But what's happening is some people don't respect life, especially when it comes to Nubian, brown skin, black man. So may I say, what them call black. So that's all it is. So nobody can come and point no finger at me like a person and people like us thinking that we're racist. We've never been racist. We've only stand up to it. We're only fighting against it because it's been brought to our face. So that's all this is, you know what I mean? People should know that. It's a whole different level of thinking when you're walking in the shoes. What's going on here? Am I being attacked? What the hell is this? You seen that shit a while ago? Hell is that? I don't know where that came from. Peace and love. Believe in justice, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. For sure, fam. It's all love over here. Love and respect for all people. A lot of people have been using. I don't even know how my screen changed a while ago. I didn't go anywhere. I don't understand why that happened, but anyway, let's check this out. Crazy. They always find that, they know how to get into your screen and your phone whenever you speak in certain truth, We fighting against white supremacy, which are pushing buttons right now.
Two police cars.
These people control the narrative and the news. So that's why we have to be careful and make our own news, speak our own truth, come together and bond at this time on every level. Not just the physical. Thanks for all the people out there standing up right now. Let us see that all that fake ass shit they doing on a daily, and none of them ain't sick with no COVID, because all that fake ass shit is showing itself to be what it is right now. Nothing but a plan, a white supremacy plan to bring in the new world order. That's what the hell this is all about. It's a new world order that they're trying to usher in. They're looking for martial law to come next. Let's see what the real plans they have for the people, because the people are not going for that garbage that they're bringing. Yes, the people have a voice and it matters. Everyone matters. That's right. Love and light, my people. Love and light. Respect and love.
To give you some context, we are now passing by the National Archives building on the right, Pennsylvania and 9th, heading toward the U.S. Capitol. The U.S. Capitol building, potentially the destination of these protesters. Now passing by the Navy Memorial on our left and forward past these signs that you see of the protesters is the U.S. Capitol Dome.
And people want to get that White House.
This group of protesters is a very diverse group
Very
of all,
diverse. Look at it.
mostly skewy young, but of pretty much very racially diverse. And many young people here. You can tell many of college age. Of course, as these protesters walk by the National Archives, some of them may be remembering that they're walking past the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights, the original documents that are enshrining their right to protest and their freedom of speech. Something that is an exercise here today on the streets of Washington.
Yeah, we need the land of the free to be free for real. We need the land of the brave to be brave for real. We need the people who worked hard and had an opportunity there, to advance that it was taken away from them. We need them to have that back and more, sevenfold. That's what this is about. This ain't about taking nothing from anybody. This ain't about putting you out of a job. This ain't about hurting you. So don't think for a second because some buildings are going to be on fire that this is about hurting you and your job. No, you will be okay. There's going to be a change that's going to put you in a better place. When the Almighty and the universe is not against you people. Don't feel any way when you see a movement happening. What's supposed to be will be. It is written in time that things must change. There's a vampire system around you that's been around you for years before you were born. Sucking on the blood of the poor. Sucking on the blood of children. Before you were born, these people have a system in place that's been vampiring children. You understand? Grown people, overstand, outer stand, inner stand. All around her stand, Afghanistan, Pakistan. You better get all type of stand in you. Stand everything, overstand. These people have had a vampire system in place for over 100 years now. Sucking on the blood of the children and the poor. Middle class, whatever you call it. They suck on the blood of people. Your hard work has made their system what it is. Your everyday reverence and your everyday sacrifice that you made to get up, get your hair neat, and go to work for these people's companies and businesses is the reason why that system is in place right now. It is the reason why they've been able to build this white supremacy dictatorship that dictates people's very lives and consciousness, that dictates your health. Basically, you can't even get good food because of these people dictatorship, because they've found a way to take up everything that's good for you and keep it to themselves, and then give you a load of shit and garbage. You know what I mean? And garbage food lead to garbage thinking. If you see a lot of people are overweight, out of shape, and can't live right, it's because they're getting garbage food. They can't think right. Not only is there racism, but there's also plagiarism. It's also poisoning of the people's minds. All those canned foods are poison. You're not supposed to be eating out of a tin can, out of a metal can. Foods grow from the earth, green and lush. Good yellow fruits, red fruits, green fruits, purple fruits, blue fruits, all type of different colored fruits are growing from the earth, beautiful and lush and colorful. Why are you eating out of a can? Ask yourself, why are you eating out of a box? Ask yourself, why are you eating out of a plastic bag? Ask yourself, why do you eat out of a metal box and a metal can when foods grow so beautifully from the earth? It has been a systematic slavery. What it represents is basically what they're doing to you. They're trying to control you just like they control your food. Put your food in a box, put it in a can, put it in a tin can before you get it. Because guess what? You don't have the control to plant your food and eat freely from the earth and pick up fruit from your tree like you should be doing. Everybody should be a farmer. Everybody should be a damn farmer. Everybody should have land with some food on it so they could eat, shelter, and feel free to live in the earth, and whatever they want and dream about should be accessible to them. This is earth. This is not no fucking space rocket that we should all be here. Damn, I wish I could have this and I wish I could have that, but I just ain't got the opportunity. I'll never have it because all these rich people are in place and they ain't never gonna give me the chance to be that. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood there, you little film independent movie makers never get the chance to be on the Hollywood level. It's the same shit all over the world. Everybody's working hard trying to build their little business or be somebody. And you got these big-headed, moronic Hollywood fucking government people telling you, oh yeah, you could be all you could be. And they're not giving you no fucking opportunity to get up there and have that what you need to have so you could live comfortably. And then when these people suffer and go out trying to eat, little $20 bills and stuff they get in trouble for is what causing their life. My nigga, come on now. Tell me you can't see the fucking systemic oppression in place, working against our people continually. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why our people are continually pissed off or mad. And then these white supremacists and these white privileged people can't understand it. They don't get it. They just can never get it because their mommies and daddies always had a mansion and a Benz truck and nice vehicles and gave them a allowance. They've had more money in a week than some of us could get working a damn job because their parents are doing well. So, you know, they can't understand. They don't get the message. They don't get it. You know what I'm saying? The people are angry. It's not just the death of our people, innocent people, boys. It's not just the death of Trayvon Martin. It's not just the death of Freddie Gray. It's not just the death of where go back all the way to Emmett Till. It's not just the death of all these. It's not just the beating of Rodney King. It's not just all of this stuff. It's not just the murder of Malcolm X or the murder of Martin Luther King. It's not just the deportation of Marcus Garvey. It's not just all the things, the wickedness they did to black boys and men and women. It's all of the oppression combined. White people have felt it too. Other people have felt it too. There are nations out there that feel it for us because they know it's wrong. Right, Tina Marie? They know it's wrong, mama. They know it's wrong, Lorraine. You feel what I'm saying, Tina? That's right. No NWO for us out this bitch. No New World Order. And this is what this is showing me, that when they bring in their little New World Order crap, their little microchip government plans, the people are going to stand up against that too. Just like this. I feel fit to. This is bullshit. Yeah, I do feel like they hacked my phone though, because I can't see how my phone was at 100% when I went live. It was at 80% when I looked the last time, and then I just kept talking. And all of a sudden I felt my phone getting extremely hot. But Lorraine, you might have a point right there. My phone got so hot. My phone never gets that hot. It got super hot. Yeah, my phone got super hot a while ago. Let me see what's happening here. Washington protest live. I was about to be on that Washington protest live, Lorraine. Oh, here we go. Get right back to it where I was.
Here today on the streets of Washington.
Oh boy, I tell you, after this live feed, I'm about to get back to work, mama. I ain't about to spend too much more time on this stuff. There's too much going on.
Again, this is WSA 9 live coverage of the Black Lives Matter march here in Washington. This march has been able to get farther than it did last time. Now heading toward the U.S. Capitol. Yesterday, it was stopped on 8th Street and 15th, and instead did a loop around the White House. But now is heading straight toward the U.S. Capitol in numbers of at least a few thousand people.
They don't want to give me no rights. They don't respect my rights. Don't even want me to show up on my screen no more. That's okay with me. I ain't got to show up. I'm still here. It's all good.
To give you some context of where we're at right now, the U.S. Capitol Dome is up ahead. The Federal Trade Commission is to the right. And coming up left is the former home of the museum, which on its walls actually has the First Amendment etched into it.
You know what's funny? I gotta say this to people. Lorraine, I gotta say this to you. This is crazy. It doesn't mean speaking the truth. Is the truth going in the phone or something and overheating the phone? Because I swear the phone got so hot, it's like it was about to explode on that last live a while ago. And though the phone was at 80%, it still died in a matter of in 5-10 minutes. And the phone overheated like shit. Like I ain't. You know, I'm thinking everything is being controlled right now for sure, which is true. You know, manipulated, like the phones, everything, like all this stuff right now. You can't trust in none of it. You just gotta be careful with all this shit.
Again, the First Amendment, so pivotal in the message that these protesters are trying to get out to the nation: the freedom of speech and the freedom of assembly.
I see that.
Looking up ahead as best I can through the crowd, it does appear as if there is still the march toward the U.S. Capitol. The crowd going a little quiet at this point. Some police helicopter ahead, up above us, just monitoring the situation. Police presence so far has been minimal. We haven't witnessed any vandalism whatsoever. This group of peaceful protests merely just occupied one side of the street of Pennsylvania Avenue, now passing 6th Street. Passing by the old museum. On it, of course, written in it, the First Amendment of the Bill of Rights, talking about the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Something that these protesters are doing right now as we speak, going to the government, the United States Capitol, for a redress of grievances. Or in other words, telling Congress exactly what they want to see when it comes to a bill being passed. Bills that are passed here in the United States Congress that Black Lives Matter protesters as a whole have been calling for include criminal justice reform and include reform for imprisonment of low-level drug offenses and for aggressive investigation by the federal government, the Department of Justice, of any alleged crimes against those who have been arrested or have been detained by police, especially when it comes to George Floyd and others who have recently been killed by law enforcement or killed in law enforcement custody. It has been a long and peaceful march this past hour, heading from Lafayette Park, heading toward the U.S. Capitol along Pennsylvania Avenue. We are nearly at the Capitol grounds, just a few more minutes. It's not known where the protesters' final intended destination is, but if it is the U.S. Capitol, it is approaching soon. It is still quite eerie to think of Washington, downtown Washington, as so empty of other people outside of this protest. Due to the pandemic, it is a surreal sight where now there is almost a hushed silence amongst those walking as they approach the U.S. Capitol along the streets that traditionally is quite busy, but now has no tourists, no business, no sense of it being the seat of the Capitol. It does appear that the protesters are now going to be walking around the Capitol grounds, heading first around the U.S. Senate side of the Capitol grounds. Again, directly ahead of us is the U.S. Capitol building. You are watching live coverage on WSA 9 and all of our digital platforms as we've been joining this group of protesters, following them for the past hour as they have decided to start from Lafayette Park, from the executive branch to the legislative branch, here to make their voices heard. But at this point, there is a hushed silence as the people walk around the U.S. Capitol grounds toward the U.S. Agriculture Department building headquarters, but going around likely to the east side of the U.S. Capitol, where the grounds there are a little bit more, have more space for a crowd this size. Police presence has been minimal. Now that we're close to the U.S. Capitol, you now see U.S. Capitol Police. Just so you know, we're still marching toward the U.S. Capitol. We're still assuming we're streaming live on WSA9.com. Everything going good on your end? Cool. My wife is saying that she's trying to watch, but she only sees what's happening in like Las Vegas. There's some protests out there. So I don't know if... Oh, Rio. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, the Rio one. Gotcha.
What's up? I'm watching
Okay.
Capitol. We're on.
Yep, it's going down out here, man. It's going down.
Who did come to stop?
Somebody got shot with a rubber bullet earlier and he was out cold.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so for those of us joining on our WSA9 Facebook and YouTube pages, we are now here at the the Senate side of the U.S. Capitol grounds. As you see, looks like a good amount of people are now still walking here along the north side of the U.S. Capitol, likely heading toward the east side of the U.S. Capitol. Like I was saying before, there's a sort of now hushed silence amongst the protesters. We haven't heard much in the way of chanting or call and response
military out there now?
for the past 10 minutes, perhaps to save strength on a long walk. While it is a sunny day, nice day, still a long walk like this, with many of these protesters also carrying backpacks, can be a little taxing. So just to give you some context, we are on Constitution Avenue. We are approaching the north side of the U.S. Capitol grounds, which is the U.S. Senate side. And it does look like, yes, the protesters are turning toward the east grounds of the Capitol, which would be the front, so to speak, of the U.S. Capitol. The side that has the plaza that protesters typically can try to get to. We'll be seeing whether or not the U.S. Capitol Police stops them or moves them along. But so far, the police presence has been relatively minimal.
Yeah, this is like about.
This protest
Like
has
in
been
time.
orderly.
Couple hours behind.
It seemed to follow a predictable path. The police presence has been minimal. In fact, it's almost been more remarkable by how empty the streets have been other than this group. No people on the sidewalk. No business going on. It is a long walk during a pandemic from one side of the heart of the city, the White House, to the U.S. Capitol. A protest unlike any that we are probably likely to see anytime soon, just due to the unusual nature of marching during quarantine. The crowd walking slowly up the hill, Capitol Hill. You can tell that with all the masks and everything that people are wearing, backpacks, and the sun, this can be a little bit more of a tiring part of the march. U.S. Capitol Police and their motorcycles just driving around the perimeter. Again, protesters peacefully walking the grounds of the U.S. Capitol. And now the protest has moved to the shady grounds of the U.S. Capitol. A place that usually has many tourists, but now empty except for these protesters. As I was saying before, it's a very diverse group of protesters. Diverse not only in racial diversity, but also a bit in age too, although certainly skewing young.
That's right.
Gonna go this way. There's a water
you see,
stop
it ends
over
up
here.
being very dangerous in many
I
cases.
think because obviously with all the marching, water is something that is much appreciated here amongst many of the protesters.
Every single one of the protests were peaceful, but there's inciting going on by the police. The police are instigating the riots. The police goes out shooting tear gas rubber bullets, all type of pellets, shooting people with different type of tactical weapons and stuff like that. Yeah, you go. The people are gonna get enraged and start tearing shit up because they went out peaceful and then the police start shooting them with tear gas. That's what's going on. Instigating. That's why I'm making a point to show you that these people are. They're protesting. They're protesting peacefully. It was that way everywhere. Everybody was protesting peacefully, even in Dallas. But then when the police came out, started shooting the tear gas and all the rubber bullets, that's when everybody gets pissed off. That's when everybody starts blanking and tearing shit up. And that's what the news is not telling people. The news will not tell you that the police are the ones that's inciting, instigating the looting and pollution. So these other little crazy white supremacists and KKK people want to run out with their swords and their little bow and arrows and all of that craziness. That ain't gonna work, fam. These people, look at the people. They're all national. This is a diverse crowd of people. This is not black and white here. This is everybody standing together. So when you attack this crowd, they're gonna whoop your ass. You're gonna have all type of people whooping your ass. White people, black people, skateboarders, bicyclists, people who drive, ride. You get what I'm saying? And that's what they don't get. Let the people do what they feel like they need to do. This is a different culture. This is a different set of people. This is the new generation. This is not the same old Martin Luther King crowd that's going to march, and then if you beat them down, they going back up and go home. They will burn that shit down. These people look like they were ready to give their life on behalf of getting the system right. It's some serious people out right now. It's not a game.
Seems to be some sort of potential incident here.
Right.
We're going to take a look.
People to peacefully assemble and petition for redress of their grievances shall not be abridged. That's right. Yeah, Fort Bragg is lining up right now. Fort Bragg is there.
There is an officer here that appears to be
in their own
now
country,
surrounded by people taking a knee. U.S. Capitol Police.
We're just tying our shoes, sir.
As one of the protesters said, we're just tying our shoes.
Straight up, Black Lives Matter.
This police officer on the motorcycle, holding their ground. But again, the police officer does not appear to be under any sort of threat. There are other police officers that are in the area as well. We have received no signal that this police officer is in any sort of danger, other than at this point not being allowed to move forward. Again, if you're just joining us on WSA9 Facebook and YouTube page, this is on the Senate side of the U.S. Capitol grounds, a U.S. Capitol Police officer surrounded by protesters. Let's listen in.
He ain't listening. Let's go. He ain't listening. Let's go.
Okay, that is, again, a U.S. Capitol Police officer at this point, surrounded by protesters. The one incident we've seen in this past bit of time.
They're not trying to hurt him, though. They're trying to make a point.
We now have about 3 other Capitol Police officers that are in the area, just watching. Again, there seems to be, there almost seems to be somewhat of a debate here among some of the protesters about whether or not to continue this, or whether or not to just assume that this is not going to change anything.
Let these people here, these white folks, good white folks are here with us. So down in it, it's up to them. I think everyone else should march.
Okay, you see a Black Lives Matter organizer
You're not going to do nothing with one
deciding to.
Yeah, wait, what did I say? Don't waste no time.
I know, I heard you.
Oh, them people are about to let them go. Look at these white people. Look in front of them. They took camp.
But
They're
yet,
having a
still
picnic.
enough of the protesters are remaining in front of this
Hey, Brian, they're having a
motorcycle,
picnic in front of this police,
preventing
man.
the police officer from. Okay, we are now
I think they're gonna let him move now.
moving past.
They're trying to prove their point. I think the people are trying to let the police know, look, we have the power, man. Y'all don't got no power. Y'all just think y'all got power. We got the power. We can
We're now
stop y'all from moving.
walking onto the U.S. Capitol grounds toward the U.S. Senate side.
That's the message I'm getting here.
Okay, so now let's give you a bright red moment. Oh, right. You already have that. My first battery's already at 30%. Just as a heads up.
You know what I'm still mad about this? Udo is not free. Solgie is not free.
All these black dudes that got white girlfriends and shit. All these white girls got all these black women with white boyfriends. You already know they're riding. They're not letting they out there fighting for their black boyfriend. What y'all thought was gonna happen? You thought they were just gonna split? Oh, I'm gonna stand on white supremacy side. No, they fighting for their black man. And them black men and white women fighting for their black man. And them white boys fighting for their black women.
All right, so just to give you some context here, we are here at the U.S. Capitol grounds, the U.S. Senate side, which is the north side of the U.S. Capitol grounds.
I guess they thought, I don't know what they thought. Shit. I'm trying to ride against us. It's over.
This being a bit of a longer march here on a summer-like day in late spring, walking up Capitol Hill.
What's wrong with y'all? How y'all gonna tamper with black people? What you call black? Everybody mixed with black. Get your shit up out of here. Even Trump wanna be black. Look at Trump, bitch ass in the daggone. He's up there looking tanned as a motherfucker. I look at Trump give a speech the other day. He up there with two white people beside him, to the left and to the right, and those people look like real white people. Trump looked like, I don't know what Trump was. Trump was damn this color I've never seen before. It's a color between green and orange. It's this weird color. And I was like, damn, Trump dark. Trump tanning like hell.
Top at the U.S. Capitol building.
I think this
Another thing I'm hearing as well. Other languages. I'm hearing behind me some protesters speaking in German, auf Deutsch, here to support the Black Lives Matter movement.
Trump called for the lynching of the Central Park Five when they were innocent. He had no proof of their guilt.
Protesters have now gathered,
but Trump wanted
as predicted,
them dead.
on the east side of the U.S. Capitol building.
Trump put up over $80,000
now coalescing in a large enough group to be able
Park
to
5. Remember that.
keep their chants and slogans. The U.S. Capitol Police, as you see here, holding a line along the plaza. Nobody is challenging it. This is an entirely peaceful protest. U.S. Capitol Police, not here like Metropolitan Riot Police were, with shields and batons. Far different than the sights that we saw last night, mostly due to the nature of this group. We're not seeing vandalism. We're not seeing water bottles or any other items like fireworks being thrown at the protesters. Instead, a peaceful march from the White House to the U.S. Capitol building, to the heart of downtown Washington, taking the better process of an hour. On a warm day, you can tell that some protesters just needing a break, taking a stop around a tree.
That's what we've been talking about there also, Tina. This is a distraction to cause and reaction. Yep, we were talking about that 2 days in a row now. Some more people also believe George Floyd was murdered on purpose for this particular event right now. Yep.
We're now in the shade of the trees of the U.S. Capitol grounds, opposite the United States Supreme Court and Library of Congress.
Exactly. And the army comes out. Exactly. They got the military weapons out there.
This march is...
How do you bring out military weapons and fire them against the very people of the country you're sworn to protect? To show you what the hell is going on in America right now. These are the people sworn to protect the people of the country, out firing rubber bullets, knocking people down. Also, what I'll start doing from here, I'll come off of this live stream and I'll go into videos to show you directly what has been happening to people all over the country. New York, Brooklyn, Albany, Dallas, Houston. You know, it's been a lot of stuff that's happening to people. I'll show you guys some of what's been happening to people across the country. Women getting trampled by horses. I'll show you every single piece of information I've caught so far. Let me just see the rest of this.
To its end for now. U.S. Capitol grounds. I'll have you listen in.
Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives Matter!
Stay here in the shade.
I can't breathe! 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 I can't breathe!
Big up to everybody here right now, yo. I want to also ask you people to please subscribe, like this video, mash the like button, and share, tell a friend to tell a friend that we need to pull together at this time. Unity is a must. One love and respect to all of you. Thanks for watching and thanks for sticking with me and being a part of this and actually giving me some time to show you what's going on right now. Please subscribe. White supremacy does not like that. Like my big brother said, white supremacy doesn't like for us to try to grow at all. They want us to stay under the rug. So subscribe, please. Love you too, Lorraine.
First.
Yeah, for those just joining us here on WSA9 Facebook and YouTube digital coverage, we are here at the east ground of the U.S. Capitol building as protesters have decided to march here from the White House, Lafayette Park, all the way down Pennsylvania and Constitution Avenues, here to tell Capitol Police just what they think. This has been completely peaceful. We haven't noticed any vandalism or any acts of violence. A few minutes back, we did see one Capitol police officer on a motorcycle surrounded by protesters, but instead it just turned to be them taking a knee in front of those Capitol police officers as a way to prevent that Capitol police officer from moving. But again, completely peaceful here as several hundred protesters are here.
That escalated crazily.
A team of reporters will bring you the latest on the ground.
This to your own people. You're making us all look bad. They have a message they want to get through, and this is not it.
This is the guy that got hit by the rubber bullet right here.
Now what you're seeing is the police. Thank you, sir. The police holding their line.
He has a right to immediate medical attention, man.
Okay. All right, someone's down to my left.
What's he saying?
And here we have this pattern again. So someone's down. He needs medical attention.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mark, the police are now asking us all to stand back from their line. This guy's been quite badly hurt. Okay. Was he hit? Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think happened there, Amelia? What do you think happened to that person?
Yeah, this is where the dude got hit with a rubber bullet right here. And I'm telling you right now, if anybody thinks a rubber bullet is something cool to get hit with, or it's just a pinch or something, or somebody tapping you on you know, it's not even like somebody punched you in your jaw, bro. A rubber bullet is basically a bullet, bro, that's made out of rubber. It's not like slow a projectile. It comes out pretty fast. Travels at about 1,000 miles per hour, damn near as fast as an M16 round. So when people get hit by rubber bullets, it doesn't just hit them and scar their inner tissue. It could damage and bruise organs if they get hit in certain places. If you get hit in the neck, there's a chance it could actually take you up out of here, hit you a certain place. So if it hit you in your eye is definitely gone. People think it's a game where police are firing projectiles at people while they're peacefully protesting with no weapons. Shows you that you're living in a tyrannical government right now in America, and it's been that way for a good while now. People just thought otherwise. The truth is pretty much showing itself now, and that's all that's happening. The truth is becoming clear to everyone as the country shows its true colors is in defense of their white supremacy land. As far as the basis of their whole structure and system is white supremacy that they're defending. They're defending the white privilege that they built up. They want to protect it by any means necessary because they've stolen everything. When you stole everything you have to build an army to protect it, and that's what they did. They built a military with a bunch of police, bunch of tactical weapons. They also built biowarfare chemicals and all type of other crazy stuff, drones with bombs on them and all type of different weapons to protect their stolen land and stolen legacy. That's what we have here. White supremacy trying to protect its stolen legacy at any means necessary because everything they have is stolen. That's what it comes down to.
Was that a rubber bullet? What was he hit with?
Rubber bullet,
Does anyone know what he was hit with? Okay, there we go. There you go, Mark. So the protester that you're seeing is hit by a rubber bullet, and they're extremely painful and extremely dangerous. So that's what the police are trying to use to control this crowd and keep them in position. We've now stopped moving. We've now got about 2 blocks, which is clear. So the police have cleared that 2 blocks, and on the other side is the White House and another huge crowd just like this one.
It seems like, Amelia, that they're content to keep the protesters where they've got them now. They seem to have hemmed them down that end of the street. It looks like the
this the dude in Fayetteville that actually was trying to start a fire in the old slave market house where they used to sell slaves back in the days. He was looking to start a fire there, but I don't know if it's a he or she. Somebody said it was a girl, like you know them girls that dress like men, act like men. It was one of them she-males, dudes, whatever, that tried to start the fire and set himself on fire by mistake, and they had to put him out. You know, sadly, they had to put him out. That's crucial, fam. I'm talking about that is crucial. You see you see them set on fire, like you gotta look properly. You gotta take a good look, and you see them on fire running from back there trying to. Damn, that hurt. Yeah, so that person pretty much got some third degree for sure. Dig what I'm saying? They definitely got some third degree, because when you go start a fire, fam, you can't be, you know, you can't be in the middle of the fire trying to damn kick the fire to where it needs to go. That doesn't make no damn sense. So that wasn't a good move, you know what I'm saying? Protester. You know, I heard J. Cole was out there in Fayetteville representing with the Fayetteville people. This is my video from yesterday, streaming. Well, actually the day before, the night before. Fayetteville NC riot start fires as the riot spread across America. Look at that. That's the longest stream ever. 8 hours of streaming. Damn. Got 4,000 views right now. That video has, if you guys want to see a good video, check out this video. It has pretty much everything that happened that I could find between the day before and yesterday as far as rioting. And it goes ham. John no star, for real. I feel sorry for them right now. Feel sorry for you up on that one day. Yeah. Damn. It wasn't a good look, for real. Really wasn't a good look right there. Police fire tear gas in the crowd at Raleigh's Fayetteville. What? In Raleigh too? The police do it. They want to shoot. It's like they almost like they want to shoot them damn people. You see the way they firing them damn projectiles? They firing them fire tear gas at them people like they firing at roaches. Fayetteville Walmart. Hold up. Did they riot at the Fayetteville Walmart? Or they looted. They looted out there. People are pissed off, bro. People are looking to tear that whole place apart right now. It's the underlying suffering. I'm trying to tell people. While everybody rolling around like things are pretty and everything is nice, there's an underlying suffering going on. There's a lot of people struggling. So I think people are taking it out. And think about it. Front line. Wow, it's been a crazy couple of days, fam. It's been crazy, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on some things. You know what I'm saying? Big up Lorraine, big up Rain, and much love my peoples. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and take my time and start focusing on some music again, so I could get my work done, and some video creation. So I'm gonna let my phone charge up, so I can go ahead and make me 2 videos to drop this week. I gotta drop the Barn Star video on YouTube, and I gotta make a video for Ohema. So definitely look forward to more works, people. Stay safe out there in the world. Check out my video. This is a live stream right here that I did. It's one of the best live streams I ever did. It's crazy. So much stuff happened. You know, I mean, I covered a lot of stuff with the rioting right now. I covered a lot of it because I have family all over the U.S., so I got to pay attention to what's going on. I need to tell my family, in case I need to tell my family, hey, get moving. Get up out of there. I might see something before they do, you know what I mean? Because sometimes people are working, not paying attention to what's going on, and they might not even know there's a riot in their own city. It'd be like that sometimes. Some people still don't even know there's a riot going on right now. Oh man, it's one of the problems of having a phone and being in your phone. You might be on the wrong app right now and not even notice that the whole country is in the uproar. So you know, we gotta stay up on top of all things, information, the right information. And what's going on at the time is actually relevant at the time to know. It's good to know what's going on around you. That way you can protect yourself. It's called being aware. Awareness is necessary when you're living a life of progression. You need to be aware. If you want to continually progress, you have to be aware. See? Lorraine, I love you, baby. Love you, Rainia. Y'all my babies, man. Sister of my ladies, man. Love y'all, man. Y'all are too damn loyal for me to not love. Loyal, man. Love y'all. That's right. And like I said, everybody, I covered so much. You could look at this video, the Fayetteville. The death of George Floyd. Definitely subscribe and check them out. You see some of the best videos you could find online.
Minneapolis. Thanks for being with us. I'm Karen Lee. You're watching CBS 4 News tonight at 10. George Floyd, the 46.
That look, man. These people. Listen to what he said. You hear what the dude said? He felt the way he felt for the last 3 to 6 years. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. These people are not just rioting because of George Floyd. They pissed off for the... People been pissed for a long time. Matter of fact, people been pissed since our ancestors been here being beating their backs for blood in the damn soil of that country. People been pissed for a long time in America. Struggling with their little 9-to-5 jobs, struggling from whatever they're trying to make it through survival. I told you that system is a vampire. The whole system we live in is a vampire. It's sucking our bloods out of, it's juicing itself, making itself rich while we're constantly in poverty, though we work so hard, leaving us with nothing to show after all the hard work, right? Because of these build. You know what I'm saying? Unity. So we have to realize it's much deeper than just the killings. They don't get it. White supremacists don't get it right now. They think it's about their little things. They think it's about their things. When I keep telling them it's about the people caring for each other and the love of the people. That's what this should come down to. People tired. I'm trying to tell you, people been tired. I know it. But my spirit tell me that truth. Trippy, you know what time it is, bro? This dude just said the right shit. He said, bro, saying nothing new.
Some officers injured in the exchange. Police eventually did move in, make some arrests. And here outside the 88th precinct, there was another clash as large crowds gathered. The vehicles were vandalized. Also happening at the 79th precinct, where protesters tried to breach and enter the precinct, but they were pushed back by police. Additional arrests made there. Now, earlier in the day, you would be hard-pressed to find anyone who agrees with the violence, but Some police and elected officials admitting they understand the outrage associated with George Floyd's death.
Bro, I'm overwhelmed, bro. Fam, I'm overwhelmed. That's why I decided this is gonna be the streaming of all streams for me. Cause it happened so fast, Unity. It happened fast. Like my bro called me 2 nights ago. He said, bro, they going crazy in Minneapolis and Minnesota, bro. Look, check it out. Check it out. I was like, okay, bro, I'm about to check it out. I was in the studio recording a song, so I was all in the vibe when I was doing my thing. I was like, yeah, vibing. Live on Facebook. Had my little crowd with me, you know, having fun. Then I said, you know, I'm gonna check this shit out. I started looking into this riot shit, bro. And I thought it was just like, okay, just in Minnesota. Then I started hearing this shit is spread across America. So I was like, I'm gonna look into it. Then, yo, this is the inspiration for this stream. This is crazy trippy. Yeah, man. What they did to Big Floyd, bro. Yeah, I see that it sent shockwaves through, and like I said, it's not just because of him. You know that it's not just because of him. If it was just him, it wouldn't have been like this. But it's been tons of people back to back. Even right now in the riot, they fucking people up, showing you how they really feel about people. That's how they really deal with the people. They don't have no other option but to mess you up and beat you and spray you like a roach and treat you. And then they looking at the people like they the enemy for real. You can see the cops' eyes. Look at them, how they looking. While the people talking to them, they just looking like some cold robots and shit. Like they ain't got no real life in them. You see that shit, right? It's like they're lifeless. It's like they don't want to say, we just people too, man. We just people too, man. You know, we just trying to do our jobs, but some of us out here just prejudiced. That's the truth.
Yep, people. So you see what's going on. It's wild and everywhere. It's real. It's real. It's real. The true colors have shown, and we're gonna get to the bottom line. We're gonna see what happened. You know, we got to see if the people feel it up, the oppression all over the country. It's not just black. It's much bigger than that. It's a systematic oppression that's been going on for years now. And some people have been living off the blood of the people. Some vampires have been. That's why you see all them vampire movies. And you think them vampire movies are just a movie. But they're showing you who they are. They're living on your blood. They drink blood, literally. Some of them bathe in blood. So they need innocent people to kill so they can have blood baths and blood facials. These peoples are really vampires. And the police that you see out there in the streets protect these vampires. That's who they protect. That's who they protect. That's who feeds them. That's who gives them their steak. These damn vampires. They drink blood with them. That's why they're so ready to go out and kill innocent people for these vampires.
You need to get rid of them. Just be honest. You should be on the side of the people too. With the people too. Stop standing up with them damn.
Obviously with the tensions. So there's the man there who's allegedly done the stabbing. They're holding him at gunpoint. We'll just wait and see what happens here.
And Tim, are you okay? Are you safe?
Yeah, they're ready to move in. Yeah, we're safe. No one's concerned with us. But here we go. Things are starting to be thrown at the police officers as they deal with this guy. He's already been had eggs thrown at him. More objects are coming in. And the crowd is yelling to help this man over here. Because at this stage, the black man who's been stabbed is still lying there with no assistance being given to him. The police are understandably reluctant to go over into that crowd. But the crowd is really getting aggro because he hasn't been helped. It's really, really a tense situation. The police yelling at everyone to get back so they can have some sort of certainty when they go in. Oh, jeez, that's a massive brick has been thrown at the police. There's stun guns being thrown.
We are watching live pictures out of Minneapolis in the United States. Tim over here. There in Minneapolis where
they are firing on the crowds. Guys are fucking pricks. Sorry about the language there. This is a really intense situation. Okay, so the police are now trying to set up a protective ring around the man who's been stabbed as they can render first aid. They have fired on the crowd, stun guns, to move them back. And now as hopefully these things, that was a massive brick that came over. You can just see it in front of the police van there. Someone threw that at the police car. It narrowly missed a police officer. And that's what they started, then began firing. So now we're seeing reinforcements also move in. So this is really the escalation of a morning of chaos here in downtown.
Yep, it's about that time for me to cut off, fam. Much love and respect to everybody out there. I'm getting ready to jump off of this live right now. As we get back into the mode, my phone cards start ringing in. Let me go ahead and tap in real quick. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, I see what's going on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, man, get ready to go. Get up off of this live, people.
Minneapolis, the police were prepared to stand by while the looters were going ahead, but this is something more pressing. They're having to really focus.
What up with you, Justin? I didn't even realize you were in the building, man. What's up, baby? You good? Okay. Yeah, I'm here getting in the studio right now, getting ready to do some recording. But I was live for a little minute again, you know? Yeah. But yeah, people, man, you know, I'm just going back and forth with this.
I'm here. Tim, can you see the man that's being stabbed right?
Yeah, what's good with you, Just? Everything blessed, man? You know, we've been still going in, you know, we gotta take our little time to keep an open mind and see what's going on still. Crazy right now, my bro. It's still happening, man. It's day 4 or day 5 of the riot. Something like that. Day 4, day 5? Yeah, day 5. I think they did something yesterday. A little peaceful protesting. Went down at Washington and all over the place. But it's still going down right now. I love you too, Lorraine. You already know. Ain't no doubt about that. Bro, I think it's happening for a reason, bro. Whatever reason it's happening for, it's a good reason. So give it, because the government got to figure themselves out. We need reformation, reconstruction of a new, fresh government that's for the people, not against them. The police are firing projectiles at people, showing what they truly believe and what they truly represent. Tyranny. They're really the enemy of the peoples. They're not for the people.
Firing on. Oh, I can now, working on him, trying to save his life. Now, police have just fired. They're firing stun guns and tear gas into the crowds to try to disperse them. Everyone's sort of moving back, and that is unfortunately only firing the crowds up a bit more. The firing of the gas in there, they're retreating, but you can see a lot of people getting ready to hurl objects back if they can. The unfortunate thing is this man here is fighting for his life. And it's a really ugly situation. We do not actually know what started this altercation. We were actually just driving into this car park and we heard the man screaming and saw a brawl with about 5 or 6 people throwing punches at each other. That is immediately what's kicked this off. Now that was about 15, 20 minutes ago. So that's how long he's been lying there. Tim, can you get adding to the tension is the fact that this is a rough number on the crowd there. It looks like hundreds at least. At least 500 people.
These people break every law they make for the people. They make laws for the people, give the people laws, and they end up breaking every single law that they make. They're the ones that's murderers. They're the ones that's the thieves. They stealing from the government, stealing from people, and then the police murdering the people. So who breaking the law? The fucking government. Same people that claim to lay down the law. So yes, the people got problems, because the people suffering under your fucking stupid.
We've seen looting, we've seen extreme violence this morning, and again, these are the streets of America, and that is as close to a civil war in Minneapolis as you will see. It is the people versus authorities, and as Ali pointed out before, this could only get worse, and this will spread across America, there is no doubt. This chaos will be a contagion this morning, and it will catch up, and it will catch fire everywhere across the United States. Where are they all heading now, Timmy?
We don't actually know. They're marching down the street towards where the police went from. And they're actually moving away. There's still a group left at the police station down there. So we'll follow the crowd down here a little bit to see where they go. But there are people now driving in utes on the roofs, following the police, people cheering. It's I wonder if they go there. What happens now? The big thing that we've been talking about the protesters is they keep on saying wait until it gets dark, wait until it gets dark. And with that news that Ali just brought through about the no criminal prosecutions against police, then we only wait to find out what that's going to mean in nightfall, which is only about 3 hours time from now. That is when things will get really, really nasty here, especially with that news. And this crowd is fired up. This event here, that's just fired them up enough. No matter more news about these police not facing criminal charges.
Okay, people, so you hear what's going on, right? You see what's going on. It's real, and it's going on, and it's continuing. And right now, it's still going on. There's protests going on right now, live. Look all over YouTube, you can see it. It's real. Right now, Washington, D.C. protests are peaceful, but they're advancing continually to the White House, being backed up by police, shot by rubber bullets and pellets and all type of other projectiles. Tactical movements are being made by police to back the crowds up from the White House as they push forward. The president is saying nothing. People say it's about to be martial law. They got the National Guard and the military out there with military weapons against the very people they're sworn to protect. In their becoming of a police officer, they swear on a Bible to protect the people of the nation that they're firing shots at right now. So we're just letting it be known, people. Everything is evident right now, and the representation of the country is shown right now, what they represent, what they're about. The people in the country really don't matter to the government and the business corporations. What they're looking for is your money and tax. They don't give a damn about you. It was always about your money. It was never about any love for you. So there needs to be change. Got to be change. See? But this is what spread worldwide. What's happening in America has become a worldwide pandemic. People of hate, envy, jealousy, and murder over things. Where we need the people to be in advance now. We need the people to have a life, have opportunity, and have what they need. So we can stop killing each other over foolishness. It's time for love to be the main component in everything. The main component in everything right now should be love. The main thing should be focused on is loving each other. Whoever ain't with that, we need to get them out the way right now. And that's my point I'm trying to make with this live stream. So big up everybody out there. Stay safe. If you go out to protest, make sure you're on the right side of the protest. Don't go out there attacking the protesters or you will get stumped out in 5.3 seconds. We're already showing that as proof. Don't carry no swords attacking the protesters. Don't carry no bow and arrow attacking the protesters. Or you can get hurt. Just think she in trouble. It's okay. We about to go, people. I'll see y'all later on my night live stream. Thank you for liking my video. Thank you for showing me love. Please share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more music definitely from me, GTerra. Look out for more videos on the live streams on what's going on in the great country of America. Man, that's been faced with racism, systematic racism, and white supremacist dictatorship. It's the cause for all the problems. It's not white people. It's the freaking neo-Nazi little groups of white supremacist leadership. Fake ass, smile in your face government. Stab you in your back. That's what they've been doing to the people. So that's what we're against here. We're not fighting against any people's flesh or skin color. Until the color of a man's skin is no longer significant to the color of his eyes, it's going to be war. And I will say that message again for all the people who don't know that message. I'm going to spread that message for them. Just in case you don't know the message. Here you go. It was given by Haile Selassie, King of Ethiopia, who made this speech to the world government, 72 nations, okay? Until the philosophy, which holds one race superior and another inferior, is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned, everywhere is war. And until they are no longer first class and second class citizens of any nation, until the color of a man's skin is of no more significance than the color of his eyes, and until the basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all without regard to race, there is war. And until that day, the dream of lasting peace, world citizenship, rule of international morality will remain but a fleeting illusion to be pursued, but never attained. Now everywhere is war. Okay? So who don't know them thing there, I will continue to live in a confusion and don't know what they must say. Because the king did tell them already. Said this is a reality. And the philosophy where you hold determines what happens to the people. If you're living under a certain philosophy that's wrong and not for you, you will always be a slave to the system. Because that philosophy does not regard you as equal to the man, to another man. So it holds you down. It oppresses you. And the philosophy built the system which oppresses you. And that's the problem that people are not seeing right now. And for them to address these things, you have to have the knowledge of self and knowledge of these things to know that. And many people still don't know that. One more time. Until the philosophy which holds one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned, everywhere is war. And until there are no longer first class and second class citizens of any nation, until the color of a man's skin is of no more significance than the color of his eyes, and until the basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all without regard to race, there is war. And until that day, the dream of lasting peace, of world citizenship, rule of international morality will remain but a fleeting illusion to be pursued but never attained. Now everywhere is war. War. Yeah, you hear that again? Haile Selassie, I said that. Popularized by Bob Marley in the song War. But it was Haile Selassie's speech, King of Ethiopia. Throughout history, it has been the inaction of those who could have acted, the indifference of those who should have known better, the silence of the voice of justice when it mattered most, that has made it possible for all evil to triumph. Throughout history, it has been the inaction of those who could have acted, the indifference of those who should have known better, the silence of the voice of justice when it mattered most, that has made it possible for evil to triumph. Haile Selassie. And what is some on, man? The temple of the Most High begins with the body which houses our life, the essence of our existence. Africans are in bondage today because they approach spirituality through religion provided by foreign invaders and conquerors. We must stop confusing religion with spirituality. Religion is a set of rules, regulations, and rituals created by humans, which was supposed to help people grow spiritually. Due to human imperfection, religion has become corrupt, political, divisive, and a tool for power struggle. Spirituality is not theology or ideology. It is simply a way of life, pure and original, as was given by the Most High of creation. Spirituality is a network linking us to the Most High, the universe, and each other. Haile Selassie. We don't need to read them things and learn them things as people if we don't want to know if we live among each other. The people are practicing folly, so they will have what? Foolishness. And that's what's happening right now all over the world. Your country is having foolishness because they have no love. They haven't practiced the right liberty. Blessed day, people. Much love and respect. Rainy, big up yourself. Lorraine, thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for subscribing, sharing. Much love and respect to everybody out there. We have much more to speak of and much more to cover on our next live video. Salute. G-Terra representing. No schooling. Big up on yourself. Remember to subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell. Subscribe. One love and respect to everybody out there. Tina, I love you too, baby. And you're very welcome. Much love and respect, Mamacita. Are you queens? Keep being the empress. Keep being the queen you are. Beautiful. I love you very much. If nobody told you they love you today, I love you. And you're gorgeous. Just the way you are. You don't have to change anything. A real man will love you and take care of you and give you everything that you want. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We out here. We out here. We out here. If it ain't me, it's more. We looking for you. Real woman. Y'all take care of yourself. Real kings, big up yourself. Everybody bless. See you later on the live tonight. Probably about 8 o'clock. I'm not sure. Maybe 9 or 10. I'll let you know in the story. Send me a friend request. One love.